In a context where comedy is constantly reinventing itself to adapt to the digital age and an increasingly polarized political climate, three Saturday Night Live icons, Jon Lovitz, Kevin Nealon and Siobhan Fallon Hogan, have offered a candid and critical look at how the comedy landscape has changed since its beginnings. In an interview with Fox News Digital, these legends shared their observations about the transformation of comedy, emphasizing that, compared to the days when they started, humor today is much bigger, more agile, and above all, more biting. Kevin Nealon, who was on SNL from 1986 to 1995, recalled how comedy in the old days tended to have a slower pace and longer sketches, in contrast to the brevity demanded by the short attention span era. Nealon noted that the influence of social media has radically changed the way we consume humor. "When I first started in comedy, it was a completely different world, with a generation that had a longer attention span," he said, noting that audiences now want quick, concise soundbites, almost like a buffet of laughs. This new form of consumption has made comedy more accessible, allowing emerging talent to gain fame at the speed of a click and sell out arenas without the need for traditional media exposure. Jon Lovitz and Siobhan Fallon Hogan also expressed their amazement at the explosion in popularity of new comedians, many of whom have harnessed the power of social media to propel their careers to levels unimaginable in past decades. The stand-up scene has recently broken records with artists such as Shane Gillis and Nate Bargatze, who have filled arenas on their global tours, proving that humor remains a crucial and vibrant element in contemporary culture. These SNL veterans were not only impressed by the ability of digital platforms to spread comedy, but also warned that, despite this evolution, it has gained a reputation for being snarkier or acidic. A trend that, according to them, reflects the need for comedians to confront and satirize the complex political and social reality of our times. Satire has become an essential tool for criticizing and commenting on current issues, and comedy has found in this approach fertile ground to express itself more directly and without filters. The conversation did not, however, ignore the economic implications of this shift in humor. Interviewees noted that without the rise of social media, many of these modern comedians would not have achieved the success they enjoy today. The speed and immediacy of content on digital platforms has created a new ecosystem in which comedians can go viral overnight and fill stadiums, something that once seemed reserved only for established stars. The evolution of humor, according to these legends, is a clear sign that comedy is a living organism, constantly changing and adapting to modern times. While some critics lament that humor has become too fast-paced and sometimes superficial, veterans argue that this transformation has made comedy even more powerful and relevant. The ability to poke fun at political figures, call out injustices, and immediately connect with audiences is something they say has not only kept comedy on top, but also catapulted it to new heights of cultural influence. The analysis of these comments comes at a crucial time, as SNL prepares to celebrate its 50th anniversary, a milestone that symbolizes the longevity and ability to reinvent one of television's most iconic shows. In a world where audience attention spans are increasingly ephemeral, SNL's ability to adapt and continue to be a benchmark for comedy becomes an example of resilience and creativity. In this video, we'll break down each of the points made by Lovitz, Nealon, and Fallon Hogan, exploring how the transformation of humor influenced by social media and divisive politics has shaped the entertainment industry. We'll analyze how comedy has evolved from long, carefully crafted sketches to quick, viral bits that capture the essence of the moment, and discuss the implications of this shift for both performers and audiences at large. Don't miss this comprehensive, sensational analysis, where we unravel every nuance of this comedy revolution, the criticism and praise that has come from these comments, and the future that awaits us in the world of stand-up and television comedy. Join us as we explore how SNL's legacy and the influence of its veterans continue to inspire new generations of comedians and why, despite the challenges, humor remains a transformative force in modern culture. Stay tuned for all the details and to understand why comedy, in this digital age, is bigger, spicier, and more political than ever.